Inspiration Script. Welcome back to Inspiring Lives, the channel where we share stories of extraordinary people who change the world through courage, kindness, and resilience. Today, we bring you the life of a woman who lived in total darkness and silence, but still became a shining light for millions. This is the incredible story of Helen Keller, the woman who proved that no obstacle is too great when you have hope, courage, and determination. Helen Adams Keller was born on June 27, 1880, in a small town in Alabama, United States. She was a healthy baby, full of life and energy. But when she was just 19 months old, tragedy struck. Helen fell seriously ill with what doctors at the time called brain fever. Today, many believe it was either scarlet fever or meningitis. She survived the illness, but it left her completely blind and completely deaf. Imagine for a moment a little child, not even 2 years old, suddenly cut off from the world of sight and sound. She could no longer hear her mother's voice, nor see her father's face. Helen was trapped in total silence and darkness. Without sight and sound, Helen's world was confusing and lonely. She became frustrated and often threw tantrums. She had no way to communicate with her family except through rough gestures. Her parents were heartbroken. They loved her deeply but didn't know how to help. Some relatives even suggested sending her to a mental institution, but her mother refused to give up hope. Her mother remembered reading about a teacher named Dr. Samuel Howe, who had worked with deafblind students. Inspired by this, she searched for help. That search would change Helen's life forever. In 1887, when Helen was almost 7 years old, her parents hired a young teacher from the Perkins School for the Blind. Her name was Anne Sullivan. Anne Sullivan, herself partially blind, understood what it meant to struggle. She became not just Helen's teacher, but her lifelong companion and friend. Anne's teaching method was revolutionary. She began spelling words into Helen's hand, one letter at a time, using sign language. For weeks, Helen repeated the gestures but didn't fully understand their meaning. Until one day, everything changed. It was a spring day in 1887. Anne took Helen to the water pump. She pumped cool water over Helen's hand while spelling W-A-T-E-R into her palm. Suddenly, Helen's face lit up. She realized that the signs in her hand stood for the water flowing over her skin. For the first time, she connected words with meaning. That moment opened the door to language. Helen later described it as the most important day of her life. From then on, she was unstoppable. She wanted to know the name of everything around her: the ground, the flowers, her doll, even her own name. The world of communication had opened to her. Helen's hunger for knowledge was endless. With Anne by her side, she learned to read Braille, use sign language, and even speak. She shocked the world when she pursued higher education. In 1900, Helen entered Radcliffe College, becoming the first deafblind person to earn an arts degree. Imagine how difficult that was in an era without modern technology. No audiobooks, no screen readers, only determination and Anne's tireless support. Helen wrote her first book, The Story of My Life, at just 22 years old. It became an international bestseller and is still read today. But Helen didn't stop with personal success. She believed her purpose was to help others. She became a global advocate for the blind, the deaf, and the disabled. She traveled to more than 35 countries, delivering lectures and inspiring millions. She met presidents, kings, queens, and world leaders. She even met Mark Twain, who admired her wit and brilliance. Helen also fought for women's rights, workers' rights, and peace. She believed that every human being deserved dignity and opportunity. Of course, not everyone supported her. Some criticized her political views, and others doubted her abilities. But Helen never let negativity define her. She once said, "I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something." That became her guiding principle. Helen continued working tirelessly well into her 70s. Though she eventually lost her beloved teacher Anne Sullivan in 1936, she never gave up her mission. Helen Keller passed away in 1968 at the age of 87. By then, she had become a symbol of hope and perseverance for the entire world. Helen Keller's story is not just about overcoming blindness and deafness. It's about overcoming fear, doubt, and limitations. Her life teaches us that no matter what challenges we face, we can rise above them with courage and determination. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember Helen Keller, the woman who could not see or hear, yet inspired the world with her vision and voice. Thank you for watching Inspiring Lives. If Helen Keller's story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe so more people can hear these powerful stories. Together, let's spread hope and inspiration.